All right, man, it's been almost 24 hours since the Diddy footage was leaked by CNN of the 2016 hawk down chase of Cassie, where she's trying to get out of the hotel. Allegedly, Diddy was drunk and he was abusive, and she got her to go back, didn't even have time to put her shoes on, and ran out of that room when he was asleep. Now, Diddy, with his spotty-like senses, woke up. I guess he put a towel around his body and he hawked her down. And unfortunately, he pulled her down to the ground by her neck, stomped on her. We're not going to show the footage on here because it is YouTube. And it has the whole world in shock, but not really in shock, because everyone has been in agreement that Diddy is a monster. Everything that Diddy has done since Cassie put out the lawsuit has screamed, I'm guilty as fuck. His son has been out here making records dissing Homeland Security. And then he also put up a post a couple of days ago, said, time will tell the truth. Well, I guess your time is up, Diddy. And it's not just me. This is what the culture feeling. Let's take a look. Now, 50 Cent posted what the LA DA office put up, saying that, hey, we are aware of the video that has been circulating online allegedly depicting Sean Combs assaulting a young woman in Los Angeles. We find the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch. If the conduct depicted or occurrence in 2016, unfortunately, we would be unable to charge, as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of assault could be prosecuted. As of today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack depicted in the video against Mr. Combs, but we encourage anyone who has been a victim or witness to a crime to report it to law enforcement or reach out to our office for support from our Bureau of Victim Services, Los Angeles County District Attorney Office, May 17, 2024. And 50 Cent, after he posted this, he said, this is why they put the tape out. They know they can't charge him with what we saw, but they know we can't unsee what we saw. GUnitBrands.com. Now, somebody on Twitter responded to 50 Cent's post and said, 50 Cent is so performative and fake. Good friends with Dr. Dre. Knowing Dr. Dre has abused multiple women while trying to drag Diddy for abusing Cassie, denounce your abuser friends before trying to use another woman's trauma as a gotcha against your enemy. Now, I would have to agree, because Dr. Dre has a history of violent crimes against women. He done shot at multiple women, beat media personalities that were women. So I will say she has a point, but we all know 50 Cent goes by 50 Cent's rules. Now, Slim Thug has responded by saying, damn, Diddy, I tried to ride with the black man who had no charges yet, but I can't stand behind this. I'll take this L, but I still will ride with my people until I see some sort of proof. I don't believe in blogs or civil suits. Apologies to Cassie and whoever else was on the right side this time. And I can respect that from Slim Thug. I think where Slim Thug went wrong for me, because we know that we're in the age of social media where if you do not agree with the majority, especially on Black Twitter, they're going to kill you for it. Hell, I got videos on here where they're killing me for having a difference of opinion. But what I will say is that Slim Thug more so sided with Diddy as if Diddy was 100% innocent. It's okay to say, hey man, I haven't seen anything that would say that Diddy has done this, but I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna wait. I need more information. I think it's about how you approach the situation. You were more so saying, nah, Diddy didn't do it. And that's where the discrepancy came.
Hey, listen, yesterday I told all the homies I was gonna stay out of everybody's business. You know what I'm saying? I lied. Diddy, I just seen that video. You was a bitch ass nigga. And I hope, if whatever happens to you, happens to you. I hope Big Freddie and Debo Eddie strap your ass down in a penitentiary Betty. And I hope don't nobody come help your motherfucking ass. Nigga, that shit, listen, you was a bitch ass nigga, Diddy. You know, I told him I was gonna stay mind my business, but I lied. I don't get right. I'm finna get in everybody's business. For the next 48 hours, it's a blitz. I'm going in my war chest. I'm pulling every motherfucking thing out. And I got some shit. Y'all stay tuned. But Diddy, you did this shit. You's a bitch ass nigga, Diddy. It's going down. It's going down. Tune in to the 100 show. We launching next week. All independent artists, tap in with Love and R&B. Hit them motherfucking Christopher Lovejoy. Hit his back channels. I'm gonna put up a post for y'all probably next day or so. We launching some shit for the indie artists. But Diddy, you's a bitch ass nigga.
Okay. He had like a mansion party and we went, but while we were there, I was sitting here and then Puff and then Meek, but I was like covered with like a stand or something, like probably says like happy birthday Meek or something like that, but it's like a little stand that like was covering me because there was like a lot of cameras and stuff there. So it was like me, Puff, and Meek. Puff had like leaned forward to like talk to somebody, say hi or whatever, and so I turned over to Meek and I said happy birthday. He put his hand out and he was like thank you, so I reached his hand and shook it, and as I shook Meek's hand, he turned around and saw it and he got so mad.
Wow.
And then we probably like stayed like 20 minutes after that happened, and then when we got in the car, he like grabbed my hair. We were in the one of those Escalade trucks. Okay. So I was sitting on this side, he was on the other side, and he like grabbed my hair and like cussed me out for doing that. He was like, "Why the fuck can I cuss?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Why the fuck you shaking his hand for?" Like just saying stuff
it was
like that.
just
I was
like a jealous rage.
Yeah, I was like, I was just saying happy birthday, nothing else. I think he thought I was trying to be sneaky behind his back because I like reached over when he like leaned forward to talk to somebody else. So he thought I was trying to be sneaky.
And you were how old at this time?
I was 22 probably.
Wow. Okay.
And then he did this. So King Los was sitting in the back.
Okay.
And then when we got to the hotel, it got even worse. And he took one of my heels and tried to throw it at me, and then he like mushed my face and like really hard and made my nose bleed.
Wow.
And the only person that ever...
Now, as you see, it's looking like this is the beginning of the end for Diddy. We finally got the visual proof that he is who he is. It's no longer speculation in most of the people's eyes. So what do we think happens next for Diddy as far as criminal wise and as far as just his career path? Let's talk about it. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Big-Just-LaFlare, and welcome to the LaFlare Lounge with it. And hey, Diddler, hey man, it's you on your last days as a celebrity, my boy. It's pretty much over for you, man. That whole 30 years, 35 years that you worked to get to where you at, to be at the top of the rap game, to be at the top of the alcohol game, to have business ventures, everything that you worked up to build is now crumbled to the ground. And it's because you couldn't control your emotions. You couldn't control the power that you received that came with the hard work that you put in, all the bad karma, all the stealing from the artists, all the things you did. We made yourself look like you were so great for the culture, but in actuality, you were the devil himself. And that's what everybody's been saying. That was just a little small dime. I ain't even gonna call it a sample size, a quarter size. That was like a nickel. That was a drop in the bucket. That was a needle in the haystack. There is so much that's gonna be unpacked. And this is what happens when you abuse your power for the bad. All the things you've done to these women, you've scared these women, you haven't protected these women. The internet right now is saying, hey, we should open Kim Porter's case because she died a little funny. She was a healthy woman and died of pneumonia. It's a lot of things coming back to you now, Diddy. A lot of doors gonna be open. The feds is on you too. Not only the internet switched on you now, the feds is on you. And I know you probably like, whew, they got me on video, but it beat the statute of limitations. But guess what? That's nothing compared to what the feds about to do to you. I'm confident what Homeland Security about to do to you. Yeah. And we know who probably helping them. The same very woman that you decided to tee off on the floor. Had her running through the hotel in her bare feet. She was so scared of you, she just sat still. She didn't even fight you back. You throwing vases at her? Okay. You sick pervert man. You're not a real man. So let's ask what's next for Diddy's career. Absolutely nothing. Nobody wants to be around Diddy right now. Hell, probably the business partners that he tried to go against, especially fighting that alcohol case with Ciroc and all that, they might be the ones who push the button. Because you think you got power, Mr. Black Man. But there's always somebody ahead of you. Always somebody over you. There's higher power. Now, I'm not saying that I know that that's what's going on. That's just part of the speculations. Your career is dead. Ain't gonna be no more Bad Boy tours. Hell, we wanted that JD versus. I know y'all was trying to work on that. That's over. JD automatically wins. It's gonna be hard for you to be played like just solely you everywhere. You know that's a sensitive subject when it comes to playing people's music that did certain things. Everybody has a different feeling. It's gonna affect your son's career too, because he got cases. What else is he gonna do? I think maybe the only one, Quincy may be the only one that could go get an acting job and do certain things. But Diddy, you don't realize all the shit that you've done has affected others too. Your family, man. People don't want to be attached to nothing with Diddy, bro. At this point, career-wise, sell all your assets, collect your money, and this is about starting a contingency plan to if you have to go to jail. Now let's talk about that. What's next for the criminals? At this point, I know you're nervous, you're shaking, you're pacing. I say you walk around, you start getting the contingency plan ready. You prepare yourself to go to prison, bro. Because it looks like it's inevitable at this point. We have to, but a lot of the times, a lot of people don't want to come to the terms with the fact. You had a song, you had 24 hours to live. Just think, what would you do? Where would you go? Who would you screw? And who would you want to justify? Or would your ass deny that your ass about to die? I ain't know if that was like the exact lyrics, but I remember the end that used to get me. Would your ass deny that your ass about to die? Would your ass deny that your ass is about to go to jail? Because even if I think I'm not going to jail, I will prepare for it at this point. Or it's just your arrogance that's telling you, hey man, I'm good, nigga, I'm Diddy. But Diddy, you ain't more powerful than the feds, my brother. You might have been more powerful than them desk clerk and whoever you paid that $50,000 to 8 years ago to hide that footage. But, oh, don't worry, it's more coming. It's more coming, and you're going to jail for a long time. Now, I don't know if you one of those people who might, you know what I'm saying, yourself, you know, before you go to jail, you kind of give me those vibes. Like, you don't seem like jail is for you. You know, you probably feel like you too fly for jail. I can't really see you in there. It's going to be a lot of people on your head. Both of them. No Diddy. It's going to be a lot of niggas on your head up in prison, Diddy, man. So, look, man, I suggest maybe you goddamn hire you a trainer, you know, get your squabbles up. You know, teach one of them ex-cons to get your knife work ready. PC up and still protect yourself. And that's where that's where we go into that. So y'all let me know, what do y'all think is next professionally? And what do you think is next criminal-wise for Diddy? Is it over? Is there any glimmer of hope? Y'all let me know, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. And we out, baby. Boom.